It's time for leaders to trust their team. With so much uncertainty surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, now is the time for courageous and inspired leadership. Engaged employees are critical for organizations to survive and thrive this environment. As such, leaders need to step out of their comfort zones to instill trust up and down the organization. When trust is present, productivity accelerates, morale is boosted, and work becomes a more positive place, even in the midst of the chaos. Trust enables every person in this organization to rise to the challenges ahead. Let's see what can leaders start doing today to recreate a culture of trust. Step number 1. Treat each person as an individual. Leaders must meet individuals where they are based on their circumstances. Short-term goals may need to change, meeting may need to be skipped, and each employee is facing a different set of challenges, and leaders need to be flexible to understand that. Make sure each employee has what they need to be successful in terms of resources and surroundings. Step number 2. Practice open communication and transparency. Information must be shared as appropriate and job effectively. This is not the time to withhold information for the sake of control of power. Each person needs to ask themselves, what do I do? What do I know that others need to know? Sharing information helps with clarity and clear certainty, reducing the anxiety and stress everyone is facing. Stress number 3. Resist the urge to micromanage. In times of stress and uncertainty, many of us try to gain a sense of control by managing everything we can in our environment. This leads to micromanagement, negatively impacting both trust and engagement. Ask yourself, am I stepping in to make decisions because I don't believe my employees can accomplish the task at hand? Is there a lack of trust? Step number 4. Practice humanity. Trust is built through connection, empathy, vulnerability, and authenticity. Now is not the time to command and control or ego-centered leadership. Practice kindness and understand each person is handling the situation differently. Step number 5. Be an active listener. Digital-only communication makes it easier for understanding and makes it harder to stay focused and listen. So use active listening techniques such as maintain eye contact, resist multitasking, listen to understand, not just to respond. Listen without judgment. Wait for the speaker. When you're talking on a video call, wait for the speaker to pause to ask clarifying questions. Ask questions only to ensure understanding. Pay attention to non-verbal cues. Summarize. When you actively listen, people feel heard. Trust is strengthened and engagement increase. Point number 6. Forget the hierarchy. Virtual offices are important. This is the only way to ensure employees are heard, valued, and appreciated for the work they are doing in this time of the chaos. Focus number 7. Focus on the positive and generate hope. Although much is uncertain, express recognition and gratitude for all the good things happening. Design short-term goals that are meaningful, motivating, and appropriate for the current situation. Allowing them to choose how they will achieve their goals. This will help build a positive mindset that each person has the agility, creativity, and flexibility to adapt as events changes. Step number 8. Be a realistic optimist. While leaders must plan for the worst case scenario, this mindset can become paralyzing for employees. Spend time with your team exploring upside opportunities for a better future that can emerge from this crisis. By being positive and optimistic, employees will trust that you are doing the right thing for them and the organization. Step number 9. Be vulnerable. To create trust, a leader should comfortable be letting their guard down and express their personal concern for what is happening around. Being a vulnerable leader at times like this builds connection and inspires teams. Employees need to hear from leaders, especially as economic fear worsens. Keep the lines of communication open, honest, and broad. Send emails or post videos about the reasonings, intentions, and expectation. Make it easy for employees to know your thoughts and contribute their own. It is time like this where the true leader will emerge. Leaders who build their trust, inspire their employees, and create human-centric work environment where innovation flourishes. Take care, be safe.